The Wrestling Mayhem Show recommends highspots.com for all of your wrestling needs. Whether you're a wrestling fan, worker, or promoter, looking for figures, DVDs, or equipment, Highspots has what you're looking for.
Hi, I'm Sorgatron from the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Whenever I want to buy my Lita and Edge figures, so I can make them anatomically correct with some model paint and have my very own live sex celebration, I get them at highspots.com. But not the modeling paint.
Click the link for Highspots on WrestlingMayhemShow.com to support the show when you want to purchase anything wrestling related. Highspots has what you're looking for.
Hey everyone, this is Showtime Eric Young from TNA or Nonstop Wrestling on Spike TV. You're listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Radio Show.
Wrestling Mayhem Show.com.
It's the best day of the week. Today is the day that you have chosen to listen to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is DJ Lunchbox, putting it the fuck down. Let's fucking do this. Monday night, you know it must be raw. Leaders being a whore and not wearing a bra. Seen his damn belt still spinning around his waist. I can ship at a rhymes on what comes out of his face. Tuesday night and it's EC Dub. Michael Q Knoxville joined the club. If he's sick of the shit, scream out boo boo. This ain't EC Dub and we can tell that too. Wednesday night, ROH on DVD, the best wrestling on the planet to the nth degree. Joe Damon's delirious, Daniel City, Kim Mikazi, Homicide, the Rottweilers, and Kansas Kobashi. Thursday night, TNA on Spike. Bruce is talking, so that means I'm puking blood tonight. Shut up and show me the damn X Division and get SoCal balance in my line of vision. Friday night SmackDown, this is all live. Kicking back, watching wrestling every night. Kenny, Boogeyman, Helms, Hardy, Guerrero, London, Kendrick, and stealing show. RWF Scion and the weekly features. You're a student, we are the teachers. Shout out to Jimbo's crew and to the D's, putting it down for Bill with the greatest of ease. Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Fuck with us.
Welcome.
We roll with the best.
Welcome to the Mayhem World Order here. Wrestling Mayhem Show 201 here.
To you.
Mad Mike over there somewhere on the line doing something. What's up?
I'm here and I am spray painting belts. I have been spray painting signs all day proclaiming the MWO to be the leading gang of New York State.
There you go. And also from his Arctic location is the DJ Lunchbox on the line.
Yes. What's up, guys? DJ Lunchbox. From the Arctic location, stabbing and killing polar bears for you. For your benefit, my friends.
Excellent, excellent. And of course, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, and we are a half hour late because somebody with a chin was before us.
Dicks.
It's okay, at least my hair is awesome. I think somewhere in that digital distortion was a Jay Leno impression. Why am I hunching over here? This thing is, I'm getting a very getting over Howard Stern thing going on now. But I'm back. I have not
strippers and pot in the studio.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Wrestling Mayhem Show, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Wait, which one of us is gonna try to stab himself 8 times? Not it.
That would be Doc Remedy.
Oh no.
No, it's Doc Remedy. Come on. Who would inflict that much pain on themselves out of everyone on the show?
He's got a point. So anyway,
just tell Doc Remedy, should I wrestle that knife?
Should I wrestle it? Actually, speaking of Doc Remedy, remind me I have a very special announcement about one Doctor of Remenomics. After the show today, or at the end of the show rather. So we got, we're a little late as far as content here at the beginning of the show. That's why we're kind of filling it. But we do have one single solitary email that's very special and is for Mr. Lunchbox out there. Do you have that? Candy?
That is correct, sir. It is glorious, and it came in 3-4 weeks ago? Not weeks ago, days ago. It's old, is what I'm saying. It's old.
It's old. Everybody's busy. Actually, there's no holidays or anything. There's no fucking excuse unless they're digging themselves out of whatever the fuck they're.
Well, that's why they should be emailing. They're snowed in. They got nothing better to do.
Snowed in, sitting in front of your TV, watching old ROH DVDs, and writing us emails in your Snuggie
Isn't it like the
That's
Day
exactly
of the Three
right.
Kings?
The Day of the Three Kings? Nobody recognizes that.
Three Kings. What? Don't bring George Clooney and Ice Cube into this, and whoever else was in that movie.
Holy shit. All right.
Well played.
All right. Lunchbox, get ready for it. Never mind. Don't get ready for it because I don't have that turned up. My knobbies are not prepared.
Whoa.
My knobbies.
Wow. Again, the
Mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time!
Ha-cha-cha. Go ahead.
Wow. The other mail. Hi, Lunchbox. I'm bored, ARD, and don't have any more booze, so here is my top 10 Wrestling Mayhem feuds. Wait a minute. Is he like 14? How old is he? No.
Hey,
I thought he was like 15-ish or something.
he just steal my gimmick?
Yeah, who knows?
That's entirely possible, and he says, here is my top 10 Wrestling Mayhem feuds. And it starts with number 11. The show versus technical difficulties.
It's a number. It's a top 10 list. It starts at number 11.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Do you expect anything less here?
This is how
No,
we do
I
it,
don't
Canada.
expect anything less, but I wanted to make sure everybody caught that.
The show versus technical difficulties. This button turns off all the mics. Number 10.
There is no button that
I
turns
remember
me
that.
off.
I remember that because it was something. Actually, it was early in the show, and I had a headset, which I think is up on the iMac right now, where it mutes it, like it mutes my mic. But the way we had it hooked up, and we had everything split, like off of one connection off the computer with all those PC mics when we started, it turned everything off. Like it just sent some god-killing signal out there and just killed everything. You were there for that, I'm sure.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Chuck Ramady versus the Rat King. Rat King is mine.
That was a pretty epic feud.
Yeah, I remember
was
him
pretty
trying to
epic.
get a sewer grate lifted in the Bronx the one time.
Remember he dressed up as the Rat King. That was good times.
Dressed up as a Rat King. Yeah,
Mhm.
with all that duct tape.
I remember Doc Remedy elbow dropping a manhole cover.
Yeah. There's video of that up there. I think if you let's see, if you YouTube Doc Remedy versus the Rat King, it should come up.
Probably.
Versus.
I remember like when he was getting ready to come back up again, he did more research on Wikipedia about the Rat King.
Actually, there's like 3 videos of him versus the Rat King. If you look that up, including him in the old messy ass office was as the Rat King. That's fantastic. Wow. Anyways, carry on.
Number 9. Steam Machine versus Retard / Simone / the World. Fucking retards in my schools on my streets.
That was so weird.
That was amazing. Completely ridiculous.
Yes.
That was way back in the day for you younger, newer listeners. Go listen to Wrestling Mayhem Show Classic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's in there somewhere.
Yes, that's true. Number 8. Co-host versus the fans.
Wait.
Who the fuck is Nate Diesel?
Oh, Nate Diesel. He's probably in his mom's minivan somewhere.
Poor Nate Diesel. Sometimes I wonder if he still listens, and then I think, no, there's no goddamn way in hell that Nate Diesel is still listening.
No, can't be. Absolutely cannot be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
Number
should
7.
talk to your son. You should make amends.
That's right.
Hey, I wasn't the one who scared him off.
I don't know. You kept saying you banged his mom and she gave birth to him because of it.
That's because that's the
That
truth.
was awkward.
Um,
One of many awkward moments with the fans.
Oh yes. Number
I wonder if
7.
WrestleFan is Bizarro Nate Diesel.
Ooh.
Number 7.
Sorry, that was just an interesting proposition I just had.
I think we just got caught up in Skype delay was all. Number 7.
Number 7, the show versus foreign countries. In Mother Russia, car drives you.
All right.
Number 6, Chachi versus everyone. Fuck you guys.
You said Chachi?
Chachi.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually it says Chaki.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chaci. I don't know who that is, but apparently he's a very angry person.
Chachi.
Chachi.
Number 4, skipping. Yes, once again, skipping number 5.
Okay.
Because fuck 5.
Because I guess fuck
fuck
5,
five.
yes.
Fuck 5.
Mad Mike versus TNA. Fuck TNA.
A battle that still rages till this day.
Which is ironic because I went to a TNA show this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that a little later.
Oh, we will. We shall talk about that.
Number 3, weekly features versus the last scion of hardcore.
Hey, what about me?
Yeah, what the hell? What about Sorgatron?
Yeah, seriously, it wasn't a handicap feud.
My
right.
tag team partner in crime.
Right. Hell, I gave a concussion over that shit.
Maybe he simplified it to you because they drove you out of the business.
You know what, Sorg? Concussion or no concussion? That was a good match.
That's right. That is right.
Number 2, McMitches versus the McBitches. Get back in the face, Jessica. More classic mayhem.
Oh, for those of you who have never heard the lore of McMitches, you need to download the first Christmas show.
Well, I think the first best of show that we put up.
Yes, the first best of show. Holy shit.
I think I might listen to that again tomorrow. Like, I've been wanting to listen back to the McMitches deal. It's yeah.
We should call them Sorg.
Yeah, we should. Go ahead. I'll message you the number. I actually have not had that much trouble with that McDonald's down there. It's the Wendy's that's been complete shit. Well, give me a spicy wrap when I ask for a home style. What the fuck?
Jesus
That's an
Christ.
unpleasant surprise.
That sounds like the KFC I have up here.
That place has gone downhill since Chachi quit that place.
Number 1, Juggalo Jamie versus grammar / spelling. Yeah, so I put myself at number 1. So what? Want to fight about it?
It's been a long, hard road for him, and we have to recognize that.
Now, I have a question. This is a very important question.
Mm.
Tell me he spelled grammar Grammer.
Nope.
Damn!
No, just one M in grammar.
Okay, so it's Gramar?
That's correct.
That is correct, okay.
That works.
So better. I feel much better. The battle is still raging.
We should do a Hooked on Phonics commercial with one of his emails or something.
Oh my god, we so should. Hooked on Mayhem.
Hooked on Mayhem worked for me. We'll have to do that. Dude, Juggalo Jamie, if you are so inclined, just call into the hotline and do it. You know, just do a Hooked on Phonics commercial for us. You know, have
or
fun
just
with it.
call in and record you destroying something.
If you mess up, let us know and we won't play it. You know, we're good with that. You know, we understand. You know, I mean, look at Matt. I listened to the Christmas episode earlier today, doing notes, and Mad Mike, to do that on one call-in, your group Christmas Carol, just blew my mind.
It was hard to get them all organized.
Yes, it was. It was very hard to get them all organized and in sync, but you pulled it off somehow.
Background music.
I mean, even if somebody faked something like that, God forbid, you know, it would have been an incredible feat. But I was just astonished by the whole thing.
So if someone faked something like that, I'd be personally offended.
What was that? If somebody faked something like?
If someone faked something like that, I'd be personally offended because
Exactly.
I had Santino, the Macho Man, and Dusty Rhodes here in my bedroom.
I've seen you in your bedroom. Yeah. Okay, uncomfortable.
That's where I'm broadcasting
okay.
from. Christ. Would you prefer house? I was trying to be specific for the fans, Sorg.
I prefer House. It's a great show.
Okay. I prefer Heroes.
It's not lupus.
Not Lupus.
It's never lupus.
Worked for Jack Bauer.
I saw that commercial. I about died.
Is there any more to this email? Is that it?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
You know how they operate. They just kind of fade away into the night.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I got you.
That's gone.
Real quick, I want to say, before we get to the voicemails, I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat room. Of course, LB and Mad Mike are in there. The Silent One, Silent Ninja, who was kicking ass at karaoke this week, by the way. The franchise, I don't think I've seen him in there. Hot Wheels, of course. Riz, WrestleFan, and Sasquatch. That's my nephew Austin, which last I saw, he was 14-1 with 13 pins. Update us on what you might be now there, Austin. And he'll be in the area if any of you Pittsburghers want to join me up around Zelienople for that one.
Franchise, is that you, Mac? Is that Machiavelli?
Machiavelli?
Because he was talking. He was
No
talking
way.
about the most fucked up moments in WCW history. Wasn't that Mac who used to do it?
Yeah.
Is that you, Mac?
What about
Let us know.
What about the Dave Remedy Chad Shad strip club visit? He is
Yes!
Machiavelli.
Hey, Mac, what's up, man?
Oh, never mind. 12 pins he had. So
What
I think your mother was fudging your numbers to me.
It is Mad Machiavelli.
Mad Machiavelli. 1 decision, 1 loss. Oh. All right, voicemails.
Voicemails.
Holy shit. I'm going to leave this. Hold on. Sorry. There. Now. Voicemails.
It's time to reach out and shook some.
Calls for the Mayhemers.
Now this week we had a voicemail that was actually given to us during the show, and you guys that stuck around afterwards on the live show got to hear it. So here it is for the rest of you. We actually heard from, and this was also on the website, our contest winner for the Pence tickets, and of course all the proceeds went to the Child's Play event. But here's Malengo. Maybe.
Here's the lingo.
Says it's
Hello, Mr. Michael Sword and your Wrestling Mayhem show of funness. I'd like to thank you guys. I'm the winner of tickets, and I just lost the game, and we freaking won 5-2. So, you know, I guess you can say thank you to Wrestling Mayhem show for stopping the Penguins' losing streak, and by sending me to the game, because I'm their good luck charm. And I was the only black guy there, so. Yeah! Anyway, yeah, thank you again, and I enjoyed the tickets. And my wife did, and it's our anniversary, and that's how we spent it. So, go Pens! Alright, see you, bye.
his anniversary, and is the first game he took his wife to for the Penguins. So
Excellent.
making
See,
dreams
we're
come
spreading,
true.
We're spreading the love.
Spreading the love of the hockey. Yes. And we have one more. This is from our old friend Big Freaky. And of course, we've had problems with his length in emails, or in the fan mails, in the voicemails, and we actually posted his full-length, unedited voicemail as a post today. I did a real quick response to it about some of the stuff he addressed in here. Of course, I wanted to go ahead and play it. Of course, we want to help you out with your voicemails, so we decided to sex this up a little bit, and I think you'll see how we threw that down. So here's Big Freaky with his thoughts for the week. If this player didn't have such a delay.
Big Freaky!
Okay, gonna do my best to make this short and succinct. I screwed up a word already. Okay, anyway. Chikara is coming to the Cleveland area on June 27th, 2010. This is an opportunity for you guys. Chikara is one of those promotions that depends on people traveling in to see them. Trust me, I live in Northeast Ohio. If they depend on just Cleveland folks, they're screwed. You have about 6 months to make this a part of your push. You can promote this for 6 months. You can get Chikara talent on your show. You can make this a focal point and make it to the point where your audience cares about it. I mean, what else is there? You've got your IWC, you know, that's in your area. That's the hometown guys that you guys push to the moon. anybody who's listening to your show that hasn't checked out IWC isn't going to, but maybe they'll like Chikara. I mean, one of the things that I think people make a mistake about is they say, oh, something needs done. They don't have a plan. Like I've noticed you guys will do this. Maybe you'll find out about a show a week before it happens, days before it happens, and you'll talk about it on the show. Well, how much time does your audience really have to plan to make a drive? Oh, that's it. Did I pass?
Well, there you go. Like that sexy music.
That was good.
I actually completely accidentally used the outro music, I realized. So I was just going through. I was like, here, this works. Threw it in. Kind of did it real quick. And I was like, oh, shit, that's the outro. So, yeah.
It's still sexy music, Zork.
Still sexy music. And I think it helped. I think it brought a new level to the Big Freaky voicemail for the week.
I think it did.
He has a lot to say, and we gave him help with the expression of that. And I think...
Because I gotta say, no offense, Freaky, I love that he calls in and reports on indie stuff, but sometimes you get a little lost in it. But
he has a lot to say. He has a lot going on in his head, it seems, sometimes. But that's okay.
I think he should send in an email.
Maybe. But maybe he also has a battle with grammar. We don't know that. I'm completely presuming. No offense,
We welcome battles of grammar.
We welcome battles with grammar and bring him full head on. But no, he had a couple points about Chikara in Cleveland. Of course, we're always excited about Chikara. I know we don't talk about it too much on the show, other than when we get our hands on a DVD or something. But I think this may be the second time they've been in Cleveland, and that might be worth a drive. The only problem with us is it's hard to get up there for a Sunday, I know, with most of our work schedules here on the show. But and I agree with him about thanks for letting us know in advance. And as far as like us really covering shows that far in advance, as I mentioned, we try to keep an eye on so many of the promotions. Like I must have 20 promotions I have in the Google Doc to keep an eye on, and if we went through all the shows, especially for somebody like Chikara that has shows every other week, we would be doing like a half-hour Indie Minute every week, just covering dates. And like I mentioned in the post, it's kind of hard to keep a good conversation going about the indie wrestling since not all of us get a chance to see it. I mean, I'm having hard enough time trying to get all the WWE and TNA stuff in. I still haven't finished last week's TNA. I gave it another shot today.
Wait, last week's, you mean the 3 hour?
Yeah, the 3 hour, because there wasn't a new episode, so I'm like, oh, watch what I didn't watch last Monday. So, I'm running out of stuff on Hulu, to be honest, that I don't have to watch with my wife.
You still haven't caught up on Heroes, sir?
No, I have not. I just caught up on Chuck. So,
you missed 2 episodes.
Of Heroes? 3 now.
Oh, of Chuck.
Oh, no, they had 2 on Sunday and 1 last night.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. We are interested in getting Chikara talent on the show. I think we put an email into them several months ago. We might have to give it another shot or look up a lot of the talent, more directly. So,
but speaking of guests of the show, who do we have on next week's Sorgatron?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to know until I get to that note at the end of the show, Mad Mike.
Okay. Well, then that in the business is what we call a tease, kids.
That's right, and that's what we call it, a lead into our first musical break. What's up, DJ Lunchbox?
Hey, yeah, rock and roll. I don't know, Sorg, which one are we doing?
The first one in the notes that you put in there, sir.
The first, because I was going to say, because there was 3 songs.
We're just doing 1 and 2, unless you have a preference.
But we're just doing...
It's called Glass. But you know who this is. Let me handle which one it is.
I got it. I'm doing the thing.
Okay, that's good.
It's happening. It is by a band called Strung Theoretic, and we're going to have a few details up later on the show, but their website is www.strungtheoretic.com, and this track is called Glass, and we hope you enjoy it here on the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Maybe, because sorry, I'm using a new player this week, so it's getting a little weird. I will not be using this next week. apparently.
Play on, play yeah.
Play on, play on, play on.
Play on, play on, 'cause I like it right. No diggity, no doubt.
This is the Iron Sheik. You listen to the Mayhem Show. Iran, #1. Russia, #1. USA, top.
It's Sorg of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
We're going streaking!
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Am I wearing pants? You really don't know. Just saying. So, yeah, that wasn't Christian music. What the hell?
That's a great lead-in.
Who said it was? Wait.
I figure, I know where it came from and who was pushing it, and I thought that was going to be Christian music given the source. But
Really?
you know what he's doing now, right?
I guess Christian music. I don't know.
No, he's not. I mean, I don't know if he's doing Christian music, but that's what he's promoting.
I don't have any pants on.
But we'll get into that. I'm sure we'll get into that a little bit with the info. I do want to plug who that.
You sure we're gonna get into DJ Lunchbox not having any pants on?
You know what? I think nobody should be surprised at this point at the status of anybody's pants at any venture here. Okay.
Negative.
Well, I am wearing pants.
Pants are for suckers who want to wear
That's good
pants.
to know. You know, I know it gets cold in upstate New York. And wait, are you considered upstate New York?
Hey, it gets cold in the Antarctic too.
It depends on who you ask, Sork. If you ask like a person that actually lives where I live, I am not upstate New York.
Okay.
If you ask someone that lives in New York City, this is practically Buffalo.
This is practically Buffalo.
Yes, and Buffalo is virtually Canada. Gotcha.
Well, that's kind of how we decipher it too. So, I mean, have you ever heard my wife speak Canadian?
I think I have heard her speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Once or twice.
Exactly.
Once or twice.
All right. Anyways, it is the Indie Minute. I don't have a sounder for that yet. You want to make one up, guys?
Okay.
All right. Didn't put it on. It didn't work to put you on the spot. Sorry. And in the interest of hearing out Big Freaky, we are going to take a look at some Chikara. I actually pulled up my tabs. I got my tabby tabs up. We're going to look at like some real quick Chikara, some Ring of Honor, some Dragon's Gate, see what's going on. And I'm re-expanding my search, ladies and gentlemen. And I actually already got an offer of somebody to help us with the Indie Minute. So hopefully we'll be looking forward to that in the next couple of weeks. I'll have to talk to you after the show, sir. That remains meaningless at the moment. So, anyways,
by the way, Sork,
yes.
Sork, for the Indie Minute sounder, we should use some rip-off Indiana Jones music.
You cut out. What was that?
I said for the indie music sounder, we should use some rip-off Indiana Jones music.
Get it?
Done. Wait. Will we get sued for that? If we use like under 30
I said
seconds.
rip-off Indiana Jones music.
Oh, so like the alternate thing. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
First of all, if you are interested in Chikara, or if you want to see what the hell we're talking about, that we're excited about, that it's actually coming, within 200 miles of our location, go to ChikaraPodcast.com. That's CHIKARA podcast.com, or look up Chikara on iTunes.
Chikara Podcast the Go-Go. It's very awesome.
Yes, it's
and
clips.
it's free.
It's free. It's clips of matches. I mean, they're going to be telling you about events. They're going to be telling you about DVD releases, but you really get a sense for what they're about, before you do get in on it. And it's very nice, very high quality. Mike Quackenbush is usually the host. There's usually a pretty good mix of faces from Chikara itself running through there. One of the guys from Smart Mark Video is on there a lot. A video podcast or something like that. I can't. His name's at the tip of my tongue. I haven't watched it in a little bit. But.
The guy's name that does it, Wiggy.
Wiggy. Yeah, and he does. He does a couple wrestling podcasts, I think, with Smart Marks.
They used to be on a show called Smart Wrestling Fan.
Smart Wrestling Fan. Okay.
Yeah, I listen to them all the time. They're good. I mean, not as cool, still.
And of course, the show we were speaking of, the local one. Of course, they're going to be over in Philadelphia, January 31st, Touch of Class. And they have plenty of shows in Reading, Pottsville, PA, Easton, PA, Fairfield, Connecticut, Philly, PA again, Tingsboro, Massachusetts, Union City, New Jersey, Taylor, Michigan, and of course, Cleveland, Ohio on June 27th. These range from Saturday and Sunday shows. So, and also a big one, especially for anybody that's in driving distance to King of Trios. If you wanted to take a weekend for something, I would do it for King of Trios. This is their massive 3-person, 6-man tag tournament that goes 3 nights in Philadelphia, PA. And everything I've seen about it looks fantastic.
In some places, they even have bus trips.
They do.
I was actually thinking about looking into a bus trip from New York to Philly for King of Trios this year.
So you luck out because most of this is in Eastern PA. So it always astonished me with Chicago because they always range from like they'll do the ECW arena, which they for the most part fill. But then there's this one place they play in like Wilkes-Barre or Reading or something that's like a row deep around the thing, and it looks like there's barely enough room for the ring in the room. But it's still fantastic wrestling, and they do great with it. So their site is actually in several languages. Also, up here I got, see if there's anything going on. Kaiju Big Battle's still around. Did you know that?
I actually have news about a wrestling show up around here.
Real quick, Kaiju Big Battle just actually had a show in Boston on December 31st, and their site doesn't have much else going on, really. That's actually kind of surprising. Oh, what's going on up there, Mike?
Actually, in my hometown in Poughkeepsie, on March 20th, there's a Northeast Wrestling show. Whenever as a teenager,
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Northeast Wrestling runs a lot of shows generally around the springtime, and one show they're promoting is in my hometown of Poughkeepsie, and they have, get this lineup: Roddy Piper, Tommy Dreamer, Jerry Lawler, Angelina Love, and Booker T versus Mr. Kennedy.
Holy shit. Or whatever he might be calling himself. Holy shit.
And their champion is Paul London.
Nice. I got it right here. Awesome. NortheastWrestling.com. I'm actually going to put this into our notes so we start following them. So
yeah, and actually at the end of the month they're hosting a signing of one Mickey James.
Nice.
Yeah, so if anyone is in and around the New York area, one, why haven't you come to see me? and two, you could give up Poughkeepsie. It's night in March, and there's going to be an awesome wrestling show for like $20.
So go check that out. Ring of Honor. Man, you know, I got to catch back up with Ring of Honor. I just picked up the HD package a couple weeks ago, not by my own choosing. That's a whole long story that I'll probably blog about soon. But so I've extended my Monday nights in general with another hour of wrestling. The only hour of wrestling. And I love the wrestling. I love seeing the guys that we see in like IWC and everything around here, you know, all the time. And you know, that's great. But man, those announcers got to go. I was so sick of them by like the first match. It's been several months since I watched it, and they have not gotten better. I was on Twitter screaming for Joe Dombrowski to get hired by these guys. Joe, please send a tape to these guys, please, please. I don't know how well your complexion holds up on HD. You know, I'm sure none of us really hold up on HD around here. But dude, your voice is 10 times better than any of these guys on here.
I actually look like Charlton Heston in HD.
You look like Charlton Heston in HD.
Yeah, it's a genetic defect. I don't understand it.
Hell, I was noticing like where Vince was picking at a scab on his nose on Raw last night because of HD. Yeah, I know, it was fantastic.
iPhone Sorg.
Yeah, I kind of look like Augustus Gloop in HD.
What was about the iPhone? What was that?
iPhone. Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has an iPhone app.
Really? I'm going to download this right now, dude.
It's apparently, I've been told that it is free.
Okay.
Really?
Huh. We're going to do a live test right here on the show then.
Uh-oh.
iPhone app.
Not seeing it.
I
did.
Rather dress up to the nines.
What is this song? You're singing this on the pre-show. What's going on there?
You need to watch How I Met Your Mother, the 100th episode.
Oh, motherfucker.
The one that involves Stacy Keibler.
Yes. We'll get into that. I have some news items about that a little later.
So it's not called... You found it?
Yeah, I found it. It's installing right now.
Okay, I
It's
was going to say,
right
it's not Ring of Honor, it's ROH or something.
If you search for Ring of Honor, it actually comes up. Okay, so it's like a news app. It's kind of like the protowrestling.net or the Torch websites on here. Jerry Seinfeld and ROH. What's this about?
What?
Newswire.
What is the deal with all these wrestlers?
Who
Who are these people? And why did they grab each other between the legs? What is the deal with Delirious?
Apparently, film crews from NBC were on hand shooting for the upcoming Jerry Seinfeld production, The Marriage Ref, and DJ Peter Rosenberg from New York's Hot 97 FM took in on the action as well.
No relation.
No relation. No
relation to me.
That's Rosenberg.
Rosenberg.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yes, DJ Lunchbox Rosenberg. Come on, Sword, get with the times.
So, yeah. Ring of Honor, yeah, and I haven't seen any DVDs lately. I questioned this on Twitter too. Aren't their announcers pretty decent on the DVDs?
Not really.
No?
I think it's the same dudes.
No, it can't be. Now, I know the one guy got hired specifically for the TV show. The more stick in the mud of the two. So.
Walls.
Yeah.
But that's Jim Ross.
That's ROH for you. ROH Wrestling. Yeah, me too. ROHWrestling.com. Even if Jim Cornette got on announcing duties, that would be so much better.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
That's what I need. A half retarded Southerner screaming in my ear.
Still wearing that
to the half-retarded Southerner talk about the Monday Night War. It was pretty fun.
I've got no problem reading his blog and everything like that. That's fine. His writing is fine. I just hate listening to him talk.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Dragon Gate is going to be in Chicago on the 23rd of January.
We're going.
We're going?
We're going. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going to drive to Chi-Town, Sorg. We're going to get blown away, and we're going to eat a cheesesteak, and you're probably going to get shot.
Hey. Anyways,
I'll get
Sword get shot.
Brian,
because I'm black.
That's a good point.
But I'm not black enough to extend my orb of street cred.
What?
For all of us.
All right.
Street cred orb, Sword. Keeps you from getting shot in Chicago. It doesn't matter. Chicago doesn't exist anyway. Go ahead.
All right.
Sword, do you want to talk about Evolve?
Chicago is a fictional city.
All right. Anyways, Dragon's Gate matches that will not happen there will include Brian Kendrick and Jimmy Jacobs. Tag team match of Chima and Super Crazy versus Mike Quackenbush and Jigsaw. Those last two, I believe, are big names in Chikara. Let's see who else we got here. Nobody else that really sticks out to me. But Dragon's Gate's good stuff from what I've been hearing. A nice, even alternative to Ring of Honor if you're into that pure wrestling kind of stuff. Of course, we mentioned before, Black Diamond Wrestling is going to be here locally in Brilliant, Ohio this Friday, actually, January 15th. Friends of the show, Jason Gorey is going to be in the heavyweight title match against a Darren Smythe. Michael Facade, the Diamond Division champion, against Jason Cage. Dan Sandwich, your favorite wrestler, will be over there.
My favorite wrestler, Dan Sandwich.
Damn it, Sandwich.
I've never actually seen him wrestle, and I feel if I did, it would just ruin it.
Justin Idol with Idol Classic and BC Steel against Piston Wiley.
Idol Classic.
Idol Classic. You haven't not heard of this Idol Classic? I've heard the stories.
I've not heard of Idol Classic.
And of course, the usual KSWA is going to be the end of the month in a couple weeks. What the hell? Firestorm Wrestling, FirestormPro.com is going to be February 5th. Of course, Ray Rowe, J-Rock, Fabulous John McChesney and others are going to be up there. CWF is going to be January 30th at Bell Vernon. Kato will be there defending his championship against Powerhouse Hughes. Kato! Jason Gorey, Eric X.C., Scott Fowler. FNW also is going to have their show
Sandwich.
January 29th at the Chess Arena. SJK Shima Zion on that card as well. FNWWrestling.net. NWA East is going to be that weekend. Genesis 3 with Jake Garrett and Blue Dragon. Scott Gash versus Troy Lords. Brandon K. James Ross. Ryan Mitchell versus Ashton Amherst. Who we might have something on the show for that in the next couple of weeks.
I miss Balls Hot.
You miss Balls Hot?
I remember the first IWC show I was at. I screamed Balls Hot so loudly,
Dude,
often.
we all went crazy for Balls Hot when he was in IWC. It was fantastic. And of course, also that weekend.
Balls Hot!
Rub some dirt in it. Walk it off.
And of course, also that weekend, IWC Kickoff, which they just added. I don't know if they had these last week when we talked about Super Indie qualifying matches. Gory and Gargano. Keep in mind Johnny Gargano for the end of the show. Logan Shulo and John McChesney and just announced. What? Just announced number 1 contenders match. John Bolin versus J-Rock.
Ooh.
We'll keep your comments to yourself.
Wait, really? Number 1 contender.
Number 1 contender. This
really? Bolin and J-Rock?
This took you from left field too, right? Like you had pretty much the same reaction I did. Huh?
I'm surprised. No, that's excellent. I'm all for that.
Okay. And now the surprise that I just found out about, and I might be seeing if I can get out to this. PWO and CWE, Pro Wrestling Ohio and Championship Wrestling Experience from over in Ohio, obviously, is going to have a show Sunday, January 24th at the Eastwood Expo Center. Johnny Gargano will be defending his heavyweight title against Bobby Beverly. Jason Bain has a $10,000 bounty on his head. CWE's Undisputed Championship is going to be defended between Shima Zion and Michael Facade. Sexual harassment. And the team of Aeroform, which consists of, I think this is the Human Tornado in this picture, and Norman Smiley.
Wow.
At PWWrestling.com if you want to check out this flyer on the front page. And then also Jimmy DeMarco and Matt Cross, MDog20, are going to be there in a match together. Let me make that clear. Yeah. So that's looking pretty good. I would recommend it. Oh, and actually, it looks like they've updated it. It's Facade versus Shima, versus Jigsaw versus Hallowicked.
Ooh, that's gonna be a barn burner.
Raymond Rowe versus Akuma, Ryan Burke, Kevin Bradway, non-familiar, and they have a whole shitload of more names on this card, including the Dumpster Dweller, Hobo Joe.
Oh, Hobo Joe.
So yeah, PWO is the one to watch right now, and they have a few videos up there. Jimmy DeMarco looks featured on it.
Jimmy DeMarco is featured everywhere.
He is.
Jimmy DeMarco is featured everywhere, from your local wrestling promotion to your local bathroom stalls.
Exactly. Not Human Tornado. Who is this? Lewis Linden and Flip Kendrick. In the poster, it looks like the Human Tornado and Norman Smiley. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, Norman Smiley in any tag team is something I automatically want to see.
This dude looks just like Norman Smiley, and I got way too excited for this poster. That's all I got. That's your Indie Minute.
Indie Minute. That's what you needed. Indie Minute. Clap, 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 clap.
Excellent.
Indie Minute. Wrestling. Indie Minute. Go to your local show. Indie Minute. Wrestling. Indie Minute. The Minute of Wrestling. Indie Minute.
Huh.
Indie Minute. That was awesome.
There you go. And now it's time for...
Okay, where are the sweaty dicks? It's time for some sweaty dick punching.
Sweaty Dick Punching with DJ Lunchbox. What's going on this week?
Oh, man, there's so many sweaty dicks getting punched. It's interesting statement, sweaty dick punching, because you gotta. Are the dicks sweaty that are being punched? Are you sweaty while you're punching dick?
I was gonna say, if it's the dicks are sweaty, then it's kind of prejudice against non-sweaty dicks.
Is it just the
And
fists
we don't stand.
themselves that are sweaty?
And we don't stand for prejudice on this show.
I will say, to punch a dick effectively, you do kind of have to have a sweaty fist. Otherwise, it's just bad things happen. But most specifically, we're talking about deadly and accurate sweat dick punching, the deadly and accurate dick punching of mixed martial arts in the UFC. News very light this week. Dana White has named Frankie Edgar top contender to BJ light heavyweight title. Lightweight title. My mistake. It was expected that it would have been Gray Maynard to get the title shot. Turns out, not so much. The match, Frank Edgar versus BJ Penn, is expected to take place at UFC 112 in, that's right, folks, Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Get your asses over to Abu Dhabi and watch BJ Penn.
Listen, Kimbo Slice. I'm going to stick you in a box and stick you to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. And that actually is how you would have to get Kimbo Slice into the country in a box. Or he can burrow through the sand all Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny style. I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Pismo Beach! And all the clams we can eat. That has been your MMA Minute this week here on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Go forth.
More like your
Get
MMA.
sweaty and punch dicks. Enjoy.
And also the A-Team trailer came out with one Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, but he doesn't count as a person anymore.
No?
Oh. Doesn't count as a person?
He might, I don't know.
As a person, maybe not, but he looks like he's going to be a pretty kick-ass B.A. Baracus.
No.
No? You don't like this?
There is, well, maybe. I haven't seen the trailer.
Oh, you need to see this, man.
But you need to, it's not...
It's not Mr. T.
Nobody pities the fool. Mr. T pity fool.
I want to see a World of Warcraft movie with Mr. T starring as a Night Elf Mohawk.
That'd be nice.
Man.
That'd be nice.
They were doing this event on Warcraft for a while where you could get Mr. T grenades, and when you threw them at a person, they became a Night Elf Mohawk. Well, they stayed the same, but their head became Mr. T's Night Elf Mohawk. It was great. And your little status icon, if you were a Night Elf Mohawk, because there's a little timer that counts down from like an hour, and it was like you have 54 minutes of pitying the fool.
Nice.
It was really
Nice.
it was really something else. It really
That's
was.
awesome. I was gonna say, if you got turned, was there a new quest where you can go fool pitying?
No. All the quests. I mean, you just got the Mr. T grenades. They had a special name. I don't remember what, but it was around Thanksgiving, so all the quests were Thanksgiving quests. You had to go eat turkey and mashed potatoes, and at one point I got turned into a turkey. That was awkward, let me tell you.
I hope no one sought to chase you with stuffing.
They did, actually. I was killing some bitches in the Plague Lands, and another player came along, turned me into a turkey, and I was like, what the fuck, Benjamin Franklin and shit, and then I ran, and it was bad news, man.
What the fuck, Benjamin Franklin and shit?
Benjamin Franklin loved the turkey. He wanted it to be the national bird.
National bird, yeah, I remember that.
Well, legal, yeah. That's entirely true. That's an amazing true fact. I also learned today that Benjamin Franklin, while he initially had an relationship with mole men, going so far as to create sunglasses for them, because of course the sun hurt their eyes, when they met his pet turkey, they screeched at it for about a half an hour and then devoured the bird whole. And then he was very wary of the influence of the undermen, as he would call them. But the moral of the story is
learning history with the wrestling.
He loved turkeys.
Fantastic.
So,
fantastic.
Historical facts you have learned from the Mayhem Show. Ben Franklin loved turkeys. Abe Lincoln loved pro wrestling.
That's entirely true. Well, he was, so long and lanky. He was extremely talented at it. The only man to actually test Abraham Lincoln was Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt actually brought Lincoln back to life via whiskey and strenuous exercise. It worked, but then he killed him by throwing him out of a window. The wrestling match got heated, and then Teddy Roosevelt shot Pennsylvania. This is the knowledge. This is the knowledge hour on Wrestling Mayhem Show.
That makes sense. That makes sense for the grimy feeling I feel when I'm in this state.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Teddy fucking Roosevelt, man. Benjamin Franklin and shit. Yeah. Oh, man.
We got music, DJ Lunchbox. You got more information on these guys?
I do. They're a band. They're such a great band. Are we doing, wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
I have Still Bleeding in the queue.
Okay, no, do Death Sentence.
Oh, seriously?
It's been recommended to me we play Death Sentence.
Okay.
This is what I was told. Strong Theoretic, they've got a new album coming out they have a new album out. It is way past fall of 2009. Holy crap. Interestingly enough, if you go over to strongtheoretic.com, that is, of course, their MySpace page, and they mentioned that, hey, they're being featured on the one and only Wrestling Mayhem show. That is it. That is us right here and right now. They are left over from two former bands, Under Dark Sky and Once Fallen. They are the culmination of years of pent-up aggression, rage, and unbridled hate, with some ass-kicking groove thrown right into their mix. If you're looking for a band that plays power ballads or sings about a, quote, crazy bitch, or what they do, quote, in between the sheets, I'm sorry, you just failed miserably. They play aggressive hard rock with a bit of experimentation involved. If you like weird, raw, and violent rock, then you're in for a treat. The live show will tell the story, so be there to experience all the wonders and amazement of Strong Theoretic, a fantastic band. They will be playing January 16th at the Basin in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Right up the road.
What?
Right up the road in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Right up the road in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Doors open at 9:30. $4 cover, $4 tiny dollars. Such a tiny, minuscule price to pay to see a fucking fantastic band such as Strong Theoretic. I'm sorry. Check them out. StrongTheoretic.com. Lots of tracks up there. Check them out. Enjoy. This track that we are going to be listening to, as I said before, it is Death Sentence. StrongTheoretic.com, my friend. Go and enjoy. This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
To the back of my head and let the hammer to the barrel to the back of my head and let the hammer do the rest in the sequence of events that has led me to this death sentence. First day of the rest.
It's Mad Mike of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
The meatloaf!
At WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
I'm really digging that music this week.
Always with that fucking meatloaf.
The fucking meatloaf, man. I had meatloaf yesterday. And there was somebody else that was having meatloaf tonight. So I want to give a shout out real quick to
I am Leo Laporte.
to an old friend that did pass along that music. Go check out KingdomExtremeMag.com. There's a lot of music stuff going on there. A lot of metal, a lot of, well, I believe it's all Christian music. But you wouldn't know it by listening to some of it. So go there. There's a player right there. Just put that on while you're working away. But after you're done with this show, okay, guys, and give them a shot over there. KingdomExtremeMag.com. Our good old friend Dr. Espling, of course, that helped us a lot on the old crap album and everything. Yeah, which you can download for free if you guys really want to. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. If you want it, email the site at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com, and I'll give it to you. I don't give a fuck. My album, whatever. You guys fucking have it. I want people to hear this shit. And it's on iTunes. It is on iTunes. So if you actually want to give us money for something like that. So, throw it out there. Speaking of old music, did anybody else give a second look when they were talking about monkeys flinging poo last night on Raw?
Well, we were discussing that in the live chat, sir.
That was blowing my fucking mind. For those who don't know, this one of the songs is Monkey Flings Poo. But yeah, it's kind of threw me a little bit. Other than that, I really thought that was a lot of fun last night. Between
that whole segment was like, because I gotta be honest, I was a little worried about MVP.
Okay.
I was a little worried about him because, ever since the whole Jericho thing with him and Henry's still kind of been going strong, and MVP was almost lost in the shuffle a little bit.
Yeah,
but that promo last night.
A lot of times they kind of like take him off a little bit before the big push. You know what I mean? And regardless, maybe that was a case of he got his chance and made sure that he got on the same page with Miz and went as far as they possibly could with it. Because that was some good stuff. Yeah. For those that maybe didn't catch it, of course, to recap a little bit, Miz started out like in the locker room, and he did the Rock thing. He did the walk out from the locker room out, past the crowd to the middle of the ring, talking the whole way, talking about when he started and how he got shat on by the other wrestlers and everything, and troubles he had with the locker room. He even had a great JBL impression in there. And then MVP comes down and says, "Look, I was in jail, and you basically gave the 'you haven't seen the shit I've seen' speech." And it was really good. It was some of the best stuff I've seen in a while.
It was the best Miz has ever done.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone who loved his Cena stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This was just like, "Hi, I'm the Miz. I'm going to do a walking promo, ripping everyone that's hated on me so far."
And then it's going back. I wonder how many of those were true going into that.
I bet all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. Especially, the Miz wasn't just a tough enough kid.
Yeah.
Tough enough kids have it hard enough, but he was a fucking real world kid.
Yeah. He had to be way more, have way more heart than any of those guys because he really wanted to do it. I made a note on Twitter last night about how that had been the highlight on the show so far. TNA, take note: how to do promo without becoming a diuretic mess.
And TNA, how to do a promo while pushing two young stars at the same time.
Not even that aside. But it's really just anything when they get two guys in the ring like that, it just turns into a mess. People just keep going on, and it's just same old.
Sometimes it'll turn into a mess on WWE too, but this time there was no nose touching, so it was okay.
There's no what?
There was no nose touching.
Okay.
Well, you know, like when people get really intense, they like press their faces up together and they talk aggressively and their nose smushes together.
Tyson did that.
Exactly. Well, I don't blame Tyson because he was probably stoned or something. Wait. I'm thinking Timbaland. Timbaland was stoned.
Timbaland.
Excuse me.
Speaking and going back to Tyson, I thought Tyson was great last night. You know, I mean, other than trying to get past him talking, but
Tyson was awesome.
Tyson was awesome, and he got in the ring, which was a big surprise, and he actually got in there and locked up a bit with DX and everything. I thought it looked pretty good.
I'm glad he kept his shirt on. Mad points to him keeping his shirt on.
Yeah. And he's very insistent on keeping that shirt tucked in when he took it when he revealed the DX.
The only thing, it was a little too predictable.
Yeah, but you still got excited to see
tiny.
it. Yeah, but really, wasn't most of the stuff last week with Bret Hart? Didn't you really kind of know what was going to happen there?
Oh, yeah.
No,
like
Sean.
I said, I was just waiting for which one? Who's going to attack who? Here?
Yeah. Well, okay, Sean was a surprise. Sean was a big surprise, but yeah, I thought it was good all around.
Because I mean, just the fact that they didn't show all night when Tyson ripped off the DX shirt to show the Austin shirt and knocked Sean out.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they didn't actually show that in all the build-up to this led me to believe, oh, well, I wonder what's going to happen here.
Of course, for all of us that were around then, but I'm sure it's new to a bunch of the kids who you know, I'm glad that they have programming that was made for them, you know, ranging from sexy divas to a midget being threatened to be choked out with his own intestines. I'm glad that WWE's focus for the children is clear. So, but no.
Well,
but,
to be fair, they do the same thing on SpongeBob.
Like a child, he has a beard.
Is it just me, or does Triple H have much better chemistry with Hornswoggle than he does with Shawn Michaels?
That's an interesting one.
No, I'm sorry. The midget bowling. That, like, if Shawn Michaels does turn heel, Triple H should stay with Hornswoggle.
Really? Triple H needs a sidekick?
I think that's a winning combination, Sorg.
Okay,
I think that's a winning combination.
I got you, because Triple H can be He-Man and Hornswoggle can be Porco.
Battle Cat.
He's not going to be Battle Cat. Triple H is going to try to ride him.
He will be Battle Cat because he turns into angry Hornswoggle when he puts on his helmet.
Okay, so the low-budget Battle Cat.
Yes. Well, he would have been a low-budget Orko anyway. He doesn't float.
Yeah, you know.
Or he should have arms.
Here's what I'm thinking. At WrestleMania, we're going to have Undertaker, Batista, and Rey Mysterio in a triple threat for the title. All right? That's for the SmackDown, okay? The other end, Orton is going to beat Sheamus for the title at the Rumble, and Shawn's going to win the Royal Rumble.
Could be.
See, I agree.
And even if that's not going to happen, it totally should, because that would be the shit.
You know,
I agree with you that Shawn's going to win the Rumble, but I think he's going to be fighting Triple H.
You also got to keep in mind, things are a little less predictable now that we have an elimination chamber in between there. Because you got the Royal Rumble, it's like, okay, he's got the main event, but you still have no idea who he's gonna face. Both belts changed hands last year.
Yep.
Swapping up the deck completely. And then you can throw in like 5 other guys in there, you never know who's gonna get it.
See, I really think that Sheamus is gonna beat Orton. I think Sheamus is gonna beat Orton. I think legacy interference is gonna backfire. Cena's going to interfere. Something's going to happen. where Sheamus will have that belt going into the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
And Shawn wins the Rumble, and Triple H wins that belt. Because I would not be surprised to see the last two guys in the ring, or like the last three guys, be DX and Jericho, and Shawn eliminates Triple H first before Jericho.
Okay.
Because I just see, I don't know why, I've seen this for like months and months, that WrestleMania 26 is going to be DX Explodes.
Yeah, and they've been together for a while, so I can see it happening, definitely. So,
and then Shawn builds the heel heat by super kicking Hornswoggle.
Anything else stick out to you from last night? Is anybody excited about the Divas tournament? You know, so enthralling as it is.
I like it when Maurice does stuff.
What's that?
I like it when Maurice does stuff. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
Although I wasn't a fan when Maurice even admitted that the match was boring. That was a little...
That's a little like, thanks, guys. All right, let's get into the news a little bit. First thing, because I know all of you have been wondering what's been going on with this. We haven't touched on it for a little bit, but Wrestlicious has updated their website, guys.
Wrestlicious.
Wrestlicious has changed the graphic on their website, according to AshleyLane.com, to Premieres 2010. Plus, according to their Facebook page, their network is TBA January 2010, and their show debuts in early 2010. Let me take a moment here to talk to the producers of Wrestlicious. The Wrestling Mayhem show is interested in starting a network, and obviously you're having trouble finding them. So please, Wrestlicious.com and your founders, please contact us at WrestlingMayhemShow, and we can discuss what will it take to get you on the Wrestling Mayhem Show network, because of course you all know our boobs equal ratings mission statement, and I think we could do something good here. So with your money, I mean your boobs, I mean your federation, and our legions of fans, I think we could do something good here.
And your megaphone.
Thank you.
Yeah, Riz also has a good point, though. There is a 10 p.m. slot open on NBC.
It could be nightly, man!
After Heroes.
Screwed by NBC again.
Baby.
Screwed by NBC again. Hey, they're gonna have to fill in a lot of stuff in that time slot without Jay Leno around. Really quick.
This means Heroes is gonna get picked up for a 5th season.
I think Heroes is gonna be extended this season. So it's gonna be a season and a half of Heroes. It's like, fuck, Phil, you know. Also, Sunny strikes again. The Bella Twins are the new victims. Apparently, Sunny Tammy Cinch is
she's being a meanie head.
She's being a meanie head. Quote, "There's no excuse for any of those girls in their early 20s to get a little chubby. Wait until they hit 20 or 35 and everything slows the fuck down. Then what? They're getting paid to look a certain way. If I was there right now, I'd weigh 118 fucking skinny ass pounds again. Newsflash." Though I guess the site comes back. Newsflash, you aren't there right now. This is from DivaDirt.com, of course. So, Sunny.
Newsflash also, when Sunny was there, she took a lot of drugs to be that skinny.
Yeah, it was like cocaine weight. So
she took a lot of drugs to get to be that skinny. Speculation, of course, but it's pretty well known.
Yeah, Sunny. Keep your mouth shut unless you want to do it on this show. Okay, just putting that out there.
Yes, Sunny, we would love to have you on the Wrestling.
Yes, we would.
Sunny can open her mouth on this show anytime. Come around,
Sunny,
Yeah,
I'm gonna open our mouths.
Oh wait. I think
put out a personal invitation to Sonny, Miss Tammy Lynn Sitch. Sonny, this is Papa Lunchbox talking to you. It would be our extreme pleasure if you would join us here on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Sonny, I would like to invite you to my Arctic Observatory. You can broadcast right here from the Arctic Observatory. You just give us an email, shoot us an email over at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com. Address it to Papa Lunchbox, and I'll show you where to go. I'll show you. This is. Don't be like Sheamus. Don't be when Sheamus first debuted. I said, "Come on the show, Sheamus. Come on the show, you pale son of a bitch." You catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, Sonny. And I got some honey for you. Come on over. Come on over to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Come on over.
Just ask Dixie Carter.
Mm-hmm. So,
Dixie Carter knows about the honey. Dixie Carter knows about the honey. I don't know what the fuck that was. Go ahead, Sword.
That's fine. Yes. That's fine. That's fine. This is my.
It's okay. You were just acting out what we all like to say to Sunday. That's fine.
Papa Lunchbox has got words for Sonny.
Anyways, where were we?
Means peanuts.
There's a John Morrison DVD coming out very soon. John Morrison Rockstar, and Melina will be a featured interviewee on that DVD, as confirmed by DVD.com. So
I would hope so. She was his manager.
Yep. Also on again on the Diva side of things, and you mentioned this a little bit earlier, Mad Mike. Stacy Keibler was on the 100th episode of How I Met Your Mother. Fuck, I need to go watch this as soon as I'm done here.
And she rocked.
There are some pictures of it.
I'm not going to spoil anything because Sorgatron hasn't seen it, but Stacy Keibler was awesome on it.
Well, I got some pictures right here of her getting the nasty on with the Neil Patrick Harris. So they're dropped in the chat room for you guys to check out. And, of course, on the Delicious. I'm checking out the pics myself.
Reason I want to be Neil Patrick Harris.
Too bad he's gay.
I don't care.
Seriously.
Dude, he's Dr. Horrible, and he got to make out with Stacy Keibler. Plus, he's Doogie got dancer. The child prodigy, Sorg.
He's the Doog. She was on George Lopez, according to WrestleFan. God. Also, it seems that WWE has offered her a GM position, which she says it's funny because she actually went to them when they were in her hometown of Baltimore a little while ago, and they completely ignored her. So.
Yeah, WWE has a little bit of difficulty lining up the guest hosts with the actual towns they should be associated with.
Yeah, that they would, because she's like a pretty big celebrity there. She
won Baltimore's biggest celebrity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Over like Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah.
Cal Ripken Jr. is pretty big in Baltimore, I'd imagine.
While we're on the topic of talent, they actually need to associate themselves with. I lost the link. Motherfucker. Steve Austin, Stone Cold. Steve Austin will be hosting Raw March 15th, 2010.
Austin through 15 says I'm gonna host Raw.
Awesome. So I imagine that's going to be leading the WrestleMania. Maybe he'll get involved with that too.
That's possible.
I would love some Stone Cold Steve Austin CM Punk interaction.
That'd be fantastic. I would not be surprised. I don't know. Maybe you've seen anything. Is this expected to be a 3-hour Raw?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I would not be surprised if that turns out to be a 3-hour Raw with him on there, and which you would have people like CM Punk on because they usually bring everybody out for those. So.
Oh, and I also heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard a rumor that either this Monday coming up or the Monday after that, TNA's having another live show.
Really?
Yeah, like apparently Brooke Hogan was on Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh God.
And yeah, two reliable sources right there. But Brooke Hogan was on Bubba the Love Sponge and said she was going to be in Orlando on Monday for the live taping, and that's what she said. I mean,
live taping, it's live to her. She doesn't know the cameras aren't being broadcast.
That's what I'm guessing. Holy shit, Lunchbox, are you serious?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck, Chris.
The fuck?
Sorry, LB tried to fake me out that Richard Simmons was dead. I was about to do a 21 jumping jack salute in his honor.
In other news of hot bitches that you will never get, Tracy Brooks. Fucking A.
Wait, did you say hot bitches?
Hot bitches. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Tracy Brooks got married the other day to Frankie Kazarian. Most people today know him as Suicide, of course. And
she's got such weird nipples.
She does.
I mean, she's still really pretty, but their nipples are weird.
Yeah, really, getting naked didn't do her justice. It's like, yeah, keep the clothes on. You're hot. Hold
them up. Put the tiny hands over the nipples. That's
we
good.
appreciate your body, but unfortunately more so when you're clothed. Not that you're ugly, just you should have had a better plastic surgeon. WWE definitely didn't pay for those nipples. I mean, you can tell the difference. Them some fed nipples there versus
them some indie nipples.
Versus that's not what we meant by total nonstop action.
Nipples.
This is the part of the show where we just like saying nipples.
I wonder if Daphne has weird nipples.
God. She has.
I'm curious.
She has a website. She has a pay website. Have you seen this? I lost it actually. She was talking about it on her Twitter the other day, and it just blew my mind. And God, if I wasn't married, I'd be putting down the $15 a month or whatever the fuck that is. 'Cause I cannot justify that in any part of my mind.
So in other words,
the 30 parts.
Wrestling Mayhem Show, if you hit the donut button,
so I can I'll share, guys. Fuck.
We'll share the wealth. We are the Wrestling Mayhem Show, and we share with you, our fans.
But yeah, I guess it's you follow Daphne every day in her home and everything. I'm like, what?
Oh, sweet Jesus! And now I'm on Daphne's site.
God, where was this when I was 18? Have you found this? Put the link up.
These fucking kids nowadays, they got it too good.
Yeah, they got it way too good. I mean, my porn, it was like you had to wait about 2 minutes before you saw a nipple. Another 5 minutes before you saw a thigh. What's that?
It was scrambled.
Yours was always scrambled.
Why the fuck is my moderate safe search on? Who did that? Assholes.
I blame Samoa Joe.
Whoa, that's a cartoon character.
What are you looking up?
The wrong Daphne.
Oh.
Miz just retweeted the Riz.
Nice.
Miz just retweeted Riz. When when Riz said that Miz is actually taking Conan's 11:30 spot.
This is getting way too confusing.
It's Miz and Riz. They're both kind of awesome. Damn it! Just check Twitter.
That's not Daphne. That's a whore.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Okay.
All right.
Daphne's house.
Sorry,
Hello, Daphne's house.
Fucking damn it, Google. Son of a bitch.
Mike, can you put that in the chat, please?
Sure. Whoa, Daphne has a shark girl mask covering her boob.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wow.
In other news of girls you're not gonna get, Tiffany the ECW general manager, is now engaged to, of all people,
Drew McIntyre.
Yes,
right?
that guy, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre, your United States champion.
Yes, is hanging with Tiffany. Okay, our first commercials are up for Celebrity Apprentice starring Maria. Go check those out. Also, there's a video on evetorres.net. Raw After the Bell, I guess it was posted as an official video on WWE's.com. Everybody came out. Well, not everybody. It's obviously not everybody. To honor Bret Hart coming back, put him on his shoulders and shaking his hand in the ring and everything. So it is pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's cool to see. Ludwig Borga's death, a possible suicide. Now, didn't he die a little bit ago?
I only heard about it this past weekend.
Yeah, so this is a recent thing.
I think you're right, though, that it happened a while ago.
This is being reported by a Finnish tabloid. So take it with a grain of salt, but it's been in the news lately.
Sounds like Big Borga.
Yeah, for the whole 6 months he was in the Fed, right?
Well, he had a hot feud with Tatanka.
Here you go. Stacy the Cat Carter pitching reality show.
Oh, the cat. Oh, Miss Kitty.
She is now in the real estate business in Fort Myers, Florida area.
In other words, she's not very good at selling houses. She needs to try and sell herself again.
We have wrestlers in real estate. Rick Steiner was in real estate.
Ric Flair was in real estate.
That's true, too.
The Undertaker's in real estate.
That is also a truth fact.
Wait, is there a story behind this?
Yeah, he's trying to be. He's trying to be good with his money, you know what I mean, and not take down on it. He actually is in a number of fucking real estate. He's in real estate.
Okay, I got you. But I'm talking about like people selling real estate, not actually like buying land. She said
Callaway Realtors.
There you go. She said that she has a reality TV show in the works with CMT that has the chance of being picked up. It will center around Stacy, her former career in wrestling, and her new career in real estate, and will feature cameos from recognizable veteran wrestling stars. So it could be interesting. I mean, and I also wonder what's happening with Jimmy Snuka's
daughter
day job reality show that we talked about a few months ago with him. So, Vince Russo was talking a lot. You know how dangerous that is.
Vince Russo talks way too much.
Apparently, he was talking about respect for the Knockouts division on his Facebook page. When asked whether we'd be seeing bra and panties matches in TNA, he writes, "I don't think we'll be seeing any bra and panties matches. I respect our Knockouts way too much." But you will see.
It's evidenced by the poker segment on the first live TNA Impact.
Yes.
And the drunken match that Tara was forced to have.
Yeah, that was actually.
I mentioned the fact that their champion calls it a knocked up division.
Yeah.
They have plenty of respect for women.
All about respect in that.
It's ill.
He also responded to Cornette's latest rant. I have not read the latest rant, but LB said you read his blog, so maybe you're familiar with it. He says,
not the latest one.
He says, no, I don't enjoy being personally attacked. Thank you, Russo. Throughout my entire career, I have never said one negative word about Jim Cornette, not one. If he wants to be Vince Russo and TNA hater, let him knock his socks off, but I'm not really interested in listening to that. He also blamed his bad reputation on the internet on critics. It's because they hate me and they hate Hulk Hogan, and it's also because they want TNA to be a 2-hour wrestling show with 2 hours of wrestling. That ain't going to happen, so the haters will continue to hate. I read more of the Russo... sorry, I went on and went weird on you. There's more Q&A on his Facebook page.
I went on and went weird on you.
God forbid a product that once promoted themselves as TNA, we are wrestling, actually be wrestling.
Yeah. Although it was fun to see the few. I think it was the Pope and Wolf match where they were chanting "This is wrestling."
No, oh, I fucking hate that chant. My God. All right, I'm gonna go off on a little rant for a second. I apologize.
Here we go.
I fucking hate that chant. TNA Impact goers, everything you are fucking watching in front of you is wrestling. Whether it is good wrestling or bad wrestling is irrelevant. It is all wrestling. It is a show. It is a male soap opera with cheers instead of guns and abortions. And even there are sometimes abortions. But this is wrestling is the stupidest fucking chant I've ever heard in my life. And I once heard a "you're gonna get your fucking head kicked in" chant. This is wrestling. You should chant for the entire show. You fucking sheep. I also want to point out that at the TNA house show I was at, there was no "This is wrestling" chant, because we all knew what we were watching.
No, okay, and this is a good point. You of course went to a live TNA show, and you seemed to have a good time last time you went. Tell us what your experience was like this time around.
Another excellent experience.
Mm-hmm.
TNA, I think TNA...
So you don't meet any of the angst that you have watching the television show as you do live.
I enjoy the TNA house show I was at more than I enjoyed Raw this week.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked a lot of Raw.
Yeah, Raw was pretty good.
If they had filmed the house show I was at this week and just broadcast it on Spike TV, I think it would have done actually really well in the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the matches alone were great. I mean, it was a 3-hour show with some intermissions here and there. I got the Beautiful People versus Taylor Wilde and Sarita.
Nice.
Which was a fun match. Beautiful People won. And I got Kurt Angle versus Desmond Wolfe, which was a great match by them. Let's see, I got Kevin Nash and Eric Young versus Beer Money, which was phenomenal. Kevin Nash is amazing, and he laughed at my Super Shredder chant again. Let's see. The main event was AJ versus Daniels with Jeff Jarrett as the referee.
Nice.
And I got to see Rhino versus Pope D'Angelo. And I have to say, TNA, this goes out to the entire Mayhem universe. If you do get a chance to go to a TNA house show, if it's in your area, even if you don't like the product, if you don't like Impact at all, go to the TNA house show. Because TNA house shows are awesome. They're very fan-friendly. Jeremy Borash on Twitter gives out backstage passes.
I saw you going back and forth with Jeremy Borash all that night.
Oh, I got it. I got the backstage pass.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't actually go backstage because I was with a friend who had just recently lost someone close in her life, so I let her go backstage.
Oh.
Because I'm a good guy like that. But I got a shit ton of autographs.
Nice.
And I got pictures with the Beautiful People. So that was awesome.
Was Angelina Love there?
Oh, no, Angelina Love was not there.
Okay, because I know she was at the taping last week.
Yeah, but they haven't debuted her on TV yet.
So they weren't going through. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, there were a few gripes I had about the TNA show. A few little things, but one other odd thing was I was screaming pretty loud because I was trying to get another backstage pass.
Mm-hmm.
And when the only thing that sucked about the last time it was in this arena, it was like empty. It was virtually empty, like you could have sat anywhere.
How big is the arena?
It seats about 3,000, I guess.
Okay. Is it a hockey arena? Is it a basketball arena? This is in Poughkeepsie, of course.
It's a civic center, so it's kind of like an all-purpose thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like a really, really, really scaled-down version of MSG.
Okay.
Well, like picture like MSG with basically the floor and maybe the first section.
Is it this Mid-Hudson Civic Center I'm seeing here?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's also where the NEW show is, so that's going to be interesting to see an infant there. But this show was sold out. This show was packed to the rafters, and I was absolutely shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I was floored that it was sold out, because I thought it was just going to be a dead show again, because no one knew who TNA was.
So,
and I mean,
so is this evidence to you that maybe TNA is finally getting the word out there? You know, or
I think they are.
Or do you think there's a direct result of the recent live show and the Hulk Hogan deal, or just overall?
Probably a combination of everything.
Okay.
Because also you have to see every week. TNA now runs ads during Raw up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also did notice. I mentioned I think yesterday in the chat room on my FiOS here, they actually were running pay-per-view ads. Like through the FiOS, like oh, check this out on Verizon, and it was a Genesis ad. So I thought that was an interesting thing they were starting to do, and we are seeing this a lot. We did see ads running up to that January 4th show.
Yeah, I think it had a lot to do with Hogan, because from what one of my friends told me, Hogan was on a local radio show saying he was going to be here.
But I can't see him doing a single house show.
That's exactly what I said too. But the thing that pissed me off a little bit, we stood outside waiting for a little while, while everyone showed up, because we wanted to see if it gets autographs. And we saw Dom West and Earl Hebner and like the backstage guys show up.
Okay.
And they tried to make us think that Hogan was in the building.
Okay.
They said out loud in our directly in our earshot that I'm doing this with like, oh, we gotta get Hogan. Hogan's on the inside.
Huh.
Like, yeah. So they tried to convince us that Hulk Hogan was at this show, which pisses me off a little bit because it's like, really, TNA? Really? Like, we're here for your show. We're not here for fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You didn't advertise Hulk Hogan in the flyers or on the website. Like, we know why we were there, and we want to see the actual wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I rip on Jeremy Borash a lot, but I have to give him credit. Like, at a TNA house show, Jeremy Borash kind of runs shit.
He does, he does a lot. I don't know how much he's involved in TNA as far as the production side now, but remember, this is the guy, I believe he produced the Forever Hardcore special. He was very involved in the early stages of TNA, I think. And he's a pretty cool dude. I got to meet him at the gathering. He was pretty nice.
Well, Sorg, for this house show, like, I'm not sure if anyone saw the twit pic I sent out, but the setup kind of looks like IWC's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's two laptops, ring on a microphone, and the webcam. And
wow.
And yeah. Like, Jeremy Borash was ring announcing, playing the entrance music, and filming with the webcam.
Wow. So he is one man showing it.
Yeah, and he was collecting all the wrestlers' like attires and such. Like when they take off their TNA hoodies.
So, well, they're definitely interested in the cost-cutting measures. That's why, they're still in Orlando and everything. I could see that. And
it's really kind of a shame because Borash was doing so good throughout the whole show. Except at the end, he couldn't find AJ Styles music on his iTunes.
He what?
He couldn't find AJ Styles music on his iTunes.
Wow.
You heard me correctly. Not to mention, he was tweeting during the entire show, too. Like, I could see him tweeting. I think I even tweeted that I was the guy next to him screaming at him. Because I was standing right in the entrance ramp.
Unfortunately, I guess TweetPic's down or something. Your pictures aren't coming up.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't know. I'll try this in chat room. Anybody else let me know if this is working for them. So, Daphne'sHouse.com, huh?
Yes.
To bookmark that.
But yeah, it was kind of funny. 'Cause, like he was trying to stall for time by announcing really slowly and his opponent, TNA World Champion.
Some guy with no music. So
it's really funny because I was watching his laptop and he was frantically trying to do a search feature on iTunes.
Wow. So
yeah.
Well.
But otherwise, besides that, it was a really awesome show. And something TNA does at the end of the night, which is really cool, is they send a few people from the entire show around ringside to sign autographs and get pictures for free and everything.
Nice.
And for $20, you can get your picture taken in the ring with AJ Styles.
Nice. That's
and
cool.
The belt.
That's cool.
Yeah,
hey, for 20, that's pretty big for $20. Get in there with the champion, you know.
Yeah, and they actually directly upload it to the site too.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you look up on TNA, just look for kind of a sexually aggressive looking woman, and that's my friend who Kevin Nash kissed and James Storm motorboated. You heard both of those correctly.
Where do they put those on the site?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I can check while we're talking about more wrestling.
We have webography series, or you have a autograph signings, maybe. I don't know. I think that's a little. No, that's just a listing. Excuse me. So, all right. I think I had one or two more notes before we will go ahead and cut out here. 2 guest hosts for January 18th that were already mentioned, of course. Don Johnson and John Heater. I think they have a new movie coming out that they'll be talking about. So, yeah. That's all I got. Of course,
I don't know if I like the next 2 guest hosts for Raw.
I don't expect much for next week. I have not seen a confirmation, but supposedly the guys from Psych are going to be on in conjunction with the.
It's on WWE.com.
Okay, they have announced it. Good, because I really think, we were discussing, I think last night, or I think we were discussing that here amongst ourselves. We're like, why? I think Missy was saying, I wonder if they'll come out kind of in character, for Psych. And I was like, you know what? I don't think there's a difference between them and their characters. From the videos I've seen, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much them. Because there's a lot of ad-lib there going on. So anyways. Well,
and also,
yeah,
we might want to mention Genesis is Sunday.
Oh, that's this Sunday? See,
apparently it is.
So obviously TNA's doing such a good job with letting us know what's going on. But you know what? Fuck them, because they don't list matches for their pay-per-view coming up.
That's because they don't have any yet. I think the only one they have is Hulk Hogan returns to pay-per-view. That's all they have listed for Genesis.
And they supposedly were going to have the Kurt Angle and AJ Styles one, but
I think they still are.
Well, there's a pay-per-view going on. Maybe you'll find out Thursday what those matches are for it, because they don't list them on the website. So,
large maybe.
What's that?
That is a large maybe.
Yeah. So I don't.
The only thing I want to see happen at Genesis is a confrontation between Hulk Hogan and Black Machismo.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's going to happen eventually.
That probably won't happen.
Yeah. So, well, unless you've looked at the spoilers, we'll keep an eye out for Impact this week. We'll keep an eye out, see what's going on. Shaping up for Royal Rumble in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, Royal Rumble, which already has 2 announced matches.
Yes, already beating them to the punch. So I guess it's time to find out. DJ Lunchbox.
Yes, sir.
What did you learn from wrestling this week? Or sweaty dick punching?
I was reminded it is my favorite time of year to be a wrestling fan, sir. From here until January 31st.
Yes.
I will have one thing and one thing alone on my mind. The Royal Rumble.
And straight and lead it into the WrestleMania, which I haven't figured out if I'll be in town for, actually, which could be interesting. It depends if I get enough money to go to PAX East in Boston. So, Boston. Wicked.
Why in Boston?
Why not in Boston?
Because it's up there.
It doesn't get much more east than Boston.
It's more awesome and closer.
And it's also on the same latitude as Seattle, I believe. Which is apparently important to them. Man, Mike, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that Velvet Sky is heaven.
Is heaven?
Heaven.
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 Agreed.
She's a very lovely individual.
Mm-hmm.
In the 3.5 minutes I got to meet her.
You got to meet her in person. Damn.
Yeah, I had my arm around her and got a picture with her and fucked with her for a few minutes.
You need to post that on the site.
Yes, I will.
So,
and I also got to meet Madison Rain, but that was slightly less on.
Oh, look at that. It looks like she's a Yankees fan.
Oh, she is a Yankees fan.
Fantastic.
Velvet Sky is a very hot Yankee fan.
Yeah. So.
Dr. John.
Yes!
What did you learn from wrestling, sir?
Once again, reiterated to me this week that Hornswoggle is the most famous midget in professional wrestling ever!
I beg to differ.
Super Porky.
Sky Low Low.
Super Porky.
I stand by my statement, and I think you just made the point for me.
Ooh, Dink.
No. Dink is not.
It
It was not in the ring with Mike Tyson. Dink is not cross chopping with DX every week on like the main segment of Raw. Okay, no midget has gotten as far as Hornswoggle, and has the run that Hornswoggle has had.
I beg to differ. Rey Mysterio.
Lols.
Match end point. Ladies and gentlemen, we really hope that you join us next week on the Wrestling Mayhem Show, because we have some very special stuff lined up that I'm going to announce right now at this point of the show. First of all, if you were watching Twitter earlier today, we did confirm via MySpace Johnny Gargano will be joining us on the show next week via phone, because I believe he's a Clevelander. Still working out the details, but he is confirmed. He said he'll be on. So, of course, he has stuff going on. Of course, he's going to be on PWO, defending a heavyweight belt. He'll be going to be in a Super Indy qualifier at IWC. And we'll talk about what else is going on with Johnny Bananas. So send your questions in to goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com for that. Also,
you need to set us up for that.
Well, it's a new year, doing things differently. Also, please submit for this your stories, your memories, your notes, because next week will also be a very special day on the Wrestling Mayhem Show, because it is his birthday next Wednesday. It is Doc Remedy Appreciation Night on the Wrestling Mayhem Show 202. It's an even number for him. One of the most even of numbers for Doc Remedy.
It is a deuce.
That's right. So if you're a long-time listener, please email. I have no confirmation whether he'll be on the show or anything.
He'll be on the show.
He'll be on the show. He may be busy. I don't know. But please send your memories of Doc Remedy, your favorite Doc Remedy moments. Please, your submissions for things you want him to wrestle or other crazy things you want him to do, because he'll probably do it. Yes?
Sorg, I think we should bring Doc Remedy into the studio, and he should wrestle his birthday cake.
He should wrestle his birthday cake. That'd be amazing. So please drop that into... Please email that into... at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0. That's 9670. So be sure to do all that. Please follow us on Twitter at Mayhem Show, twitter.com/Mayhem Show. The email. We have new t-shirts. Mayhem World Order over there on the Mayhem Wear.
W-O.
MWO, that's right. Go check those out. Buy the t-shirts. Love the t-shirts. Represent the Mayhem. Make the Mayhem World Order grow, ladies and gentlemen.
We're taking over the tubes.
We're taking over the tubes. That's right. Check those out, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. There's a link over there for Mayhem wear. Also, keep an eye on there for everything going on. We'll have the Mayhem Meets coming up very soon, as soon as I figure out a new polling system. Still trying to get to that. You can find me on Sorgatron.com, where I'm going sledding. And you can see how that went. Sorgatron on Twitter. And
spoiler alert, Sorg lives.
I do. It's fantastic. It's amazing how much you could survive on $5 of plastic from Dollar General. DJ Lunchbox, where are you at these days? What's going on with you?
You know, ThoughtfulRiot.com, at DJ Lunchbox over on the Twitter.
Excellent. And the Mad Mike?
The Mad Mike is at whitevanwithcandy.blogspot.com and at MadMike4883 on the Twitter feeds.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Wrestling Mayhem Show 202 for January 12th, 2010. We'll see you guys next week.
2010.
Where's my goddamn flying car?
Damn straight. Where is that flying car?
Flying cars, apartment in the sky. Sorgatron, stop this crazy thing.
We'll see you guys next week. We hope you've enjoyed.
Don't work on water.
Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Please subscribe to our iTunes streams and blog at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Email us at goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com or call us with any comments at 412-206-WMS0. We love to hear from our fans, and who knows, maybe you'll make it onto the show. The Wrestling Mayhem Show was recorded live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a live internet audience, and is a production of Sorgatron Media. You can be part of the show as we record live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on TalkShoe.com and Ustream.tv.